He was there, fully there, texting you, making plans, looking at you like you were something rare. And then, without a single warning, he went quiet. Not gone, just distant. And your brain did what it always does. It turned on you. What did I do wrong? Was I too much? Not enough? I have been in that exact spiral, and today I am giving you the psychological truth that nobody ever gave me, because once you understand why he actually pulls away, everything changes. Here is what most people get completely wrong about this. When a man pulls away, your instinct screams, chase him, fix it, close the distance. But psychology shows us that instinct, as natural as it feels, is almost always the worst possible response. Because most of the time, his pulling away has nothing to do with what you did. It has everything to do with what is happening inside him. There are 7 real psychological reasons men go quiet, and understanding them is not about excusing his behavior. It's about freeing yourself from the spiral his silence creates. Reason 1. Emotional flooding. Men pull away most when they feel the most. When connection becomes genuinely intense, the male nervous system gets overwhelmed. Psychologists call it emotional flooding. His brain is not rejecting you, it's trying to process something it's never quite felt before. The retreat after your closest moment is not proof it wasn't real, it's proof that it was. Reason 2. Fear of losing his identity. Men have a deep psychological need for individual identity. When a relationship starts feeling all-consuming, something inside him triggers. Researchers call it the autonomy response. He's not running from you, he's running back to himself. And most of the time, if what you have is real, he comes back, but only after he remembers who he is outside of it. Reason 3. Vulnerability terrifies him. From the time men were boys, they're taught the same silent lesson. Do not need too much. Do not show weakness. Keep it together. So when genuine feelings develop, when he actually starts to need you, his armor goes up automatically. Psychologists call this intimacy avoidance. The men who go coldest are almost always the ones who feel the most. His walls are not about your worth, they're about his wounds. Reason 4. He's watching what you do with the space. Some men pull away to observe. Will she panic and chase? Or will she stay grounded in herself? This is rooted in attachment psychology. Men with avoidant patterns use distance to test emotional safety. Seriously, the women who chase confirm his fear. The women who stay calm, secure in themselves, are the ones his nervous system finally relaxes around. Reason 5. It has nothing to do with you. Sometimes his silence has absolutely nothing to do with the relationship. Work stress, financial pressure, internal struggle. Men are remarkably bad at separating their internal world from their external behavior. Psychology calls this emotional compartmentalization. The wall that goes up when he's overwhelmed accidentally blocks you out, not because you're not important, but because he doesn't yet know how to let someone in while also carrying what's heavy inside him. Reason 6. The rubber band effect. Men move towards connection, then stretch back to create space, then come forward again when they're ready. This is the rubber band theory. It's not inconsistency, it's a cycle. The mistake that ends more connections than anything else is always the same: pulling the rubber band back before it's ready to snap forward on its own. Give it space, give it time. Most of the time, it comes back stronger than it left. Reason 7. He doesn't have the words. Most men were never taught how to identify what they feel and put it into language, so when things get complicated, when his emotions become tangled, he goes quiet. Not out of cruelty, not out of indifference, but because silence feels safer than saying the wrong thing. His inability to speak is not your verdict, it's a gap in his emotional education that has nothing to do with your worth. Every single reason on this list points to the same truth. His pulling away is almost never the story your fear tells you in the silence. It's almost never, "I don't want her anymore." It's almost always something far more internal and far more human than that. And knowing that gives you back the one thing his silence takes first, your sense of self. You are allowed to want consistency. You are allowed to hold the standard that the person you invest in eventually learns to show up instead of disappear. There's a difference between a man who needs space to process and a man who uses distance to avoid real intimacy. One deserves your patience, the other deserves your decision to walk away. But for the ones who are worth it, the woman who stays grounded while he finds his way back, that's the woman he can't stop thinking about in every quiet moment of the distance he created. Subscribe, because there's so much more of this coming, and you deserve to understand all of it.